I've heard God's servant Bishop David Abioye say, anytime anything is going down in your hand, quickly pack it and put it in God's hand. If it will finish, let it finish in God's hand.
Welcome to Pastor's Hub. In this video, Pastor Isaac Oyedepo, that is the son of Bishop David Oyedepo, he revealed something very special about Bishop David Abioye while he was ministering. He said this is what he learned from this man. This is the gospel truth, and this has shown that Bishop David Abioye is a man of wisdom. I'm not surprised of how God is using him greatly in this end time. His ministry is marching forward, getting stronger, because he has paid the due and now he is moving very fast. Let's pay close attention. Let us hear what Pastor Isaac Oyedepo is saying concerning Bishop David Abioye. Don't forget, you can be part of the discussion. Send your comment using the comment section, and please subscribe to this channel if you are new here. God bless you, and I will see you next time.
You must never mistake your present for your future. I've said often and again, never mistake what you are going through from where you are going to. I may pass by Somalia in the flight. My destination is not Somalia. I may pass by Ghana in the flight. My flight is not Ghana. I may pass by Egypt in the flight. My destination is not Egypt. All I'm doing is seeing it on the screen of the airplane saying, now I'm in Ghana, but that's not my destination. So I can relax. It tells me now I'm in Somalia. There may be war going on there. That's not my destination. I can relax. It tells me I'm now flying over Ghana. That may not be my destination. I can relax. Until I see that I'm approaching my destination. Your reproach should not be confused for your approach. Whatever you are going through is different from where you are going to. May none of us disembark at the wrong location. Let me hear the loudest amen. It is also important never to mistake a bend for your end. I may look at this now, to somebody says this is the destination, but to someone else with covenant sense, I have seen the picture of my destination. So even though I'm approaching whatever looks like the end, I turn it to a bend and keep moving, because I know that this doesn't look like glory, so it cannot be my end. The end of others is the bend of a few. I'm here to announce to somebody today, in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, whatever looks like shame for you and I, may it be turned into a bend. It's not my end. It's not my end. It's not my end. E-N-D, put a B in front of it. B-E-N-D. The devil says this is your end. You tell him, devil, you are mistaken. I put a covenant B in front of it. It may look like the end, but with a covenant sense of glory, the end is turned into a bend. I'm here to announce, on the covenant highway, there may be aspects that look like a bend. Never confuse it to the end, because until it speaks, you have not yet arrived at the end. For at the end, it shall speak. A glorious destiny. Please hear this so that it can calibrate our mindset. You are assembled in glory. Ooh. Genesis chapter 1 verse 27. Look at that together. Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. That looks like an assembly plant in glory. Ooh, are you hearing what I'm saying? Now hear me. When they tell you a product is made in China, there's a mindset. When they tell you it's made in Nigeria, there is also a mindset. When they tell you it's made in Europe, there's a different mindset. Now, when the location changes, the price also changes. Are you following what I'm saying? When they tell you it is made in the USA, there is also a mindset. Same product, different assembly country. Are you following what I'm saying? Now hear this. Just imagine how the world should look at you if you carry a stamp made in glory. Are you following what I'm saying? Made in glory. I'm not made in Nigeria. I'm not made in China. I'm not made in Europe. I'm not made in America. I am made in glory. This intoxicating light hit me so hard about a year ago in the United States that I looked for a printer to print on my t-shirt with a barcode like it is in the normal, made in glory. And I started wearing it around. I'm not made in America. I'm not made in Nigeria. Forget it. I'm not assembled in China. I am assembled in glory. So as you step out of here, that will spoil your praise. I am made in glory. The product has not yet ended, so it may not look like it, but I am made, assembled in glory. Somebody shout, I am assembled in. But hear this, you cannot separate kingdom wealth from kingdom covenant. Do you know you can determine how your future looks like by what you do in the present? You get to a point where you are so angry with poverty that you say, look, I will give till it ends. It's a realm. I've heard God's servant Bishop David Abioye say, anytime anything is going down in your hand, quickly pack it and put it in God's hand. If it will finish, let it finish in God's hand. And tell him, God, I've given you, let it finish in your hand. And you know, and I know, nothing ever finishes in his hands. It only, oh my God, it only multiplies in his hands. You can give your way out of lack and want. Begin to budget. You look at 10,000. The 10,000 cannot buy what you need. That means it's a seed. Ooh. Whenever your money cannot meet a need, then turn it to a seed. N-E-E-D, S-E-E-D is an exchange. You look at it, you need this and it cannot fulfill it. Why keep it? Turn it into a seed. It means that it was a seed in the first place to meet your need. You don't have to buy everything you own. Always make sure there is seed in the ground. You never know which one will bring forth, when it will bring forth, how long it will wait. Some of the things we are keeping and hiding to meet our need is seed. And seed has no value on the shelf. It only, oh my God, it only has value in the ground. The covenant mindset is what brings you and I into this wealthy place. 2 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 9. He was made poor that we may be made rich. Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 18. Thou shalt remember the Lord your God. It is he that giveth thee power to get wealth. 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 6 to 8. There is he that soweth sparingly. If you sow sparingly, small, you also reap small. If you sow bountifully, what happens? You also reap bountifully. Don't envy a man that has a huge harvest. Find out what kind of seed he sows. Are you following what I'm saying? Prayer doesn't bring harvest. It is giving that brings harvest. Until there is seed, there can't be a harvest. May the Lord grant us understanding. Number 3 is a royal destiny. A royal destiny. Revelation chapter 5 verse 9. We need a change of mindset. When the Lord began to open me up to this, I went and began to study royalty. Study the royalty in Morocco. Study the royalty in England. Study the royalty across the world where there are still kings and queens, and you would understand that this mind is very powerful. If you think like a slave, even when you are given $1 billion, you will spend it like a slave. It is not the money you have, it's the mind you have. If you are given $1 and you think as royalty, it's only a matter of time, you will turn it into $1 billion because of how you think. Your thoughts, royalty. Please study it and begin to open up your children into that dimension. There is what I call the royalty curriculum. Gather videos that you can find on how royals think. Royals don't think suffering. They don't think it. Even when they are in a country that is called the poorest, they don't think poverty. What is wrong with us? There is blessing around us, we can't see it. Yet royalty, no blessing in their nation. Yet they still step out as the wealthiest. Do you know that even for royals, they don't take them to normal school? There are schools you take your children to, they can't think royal. You must find out the right place to invest in your children. In royalty, they have schools in the palace. They are not allowed to mix up. And I've never seen them ever refer to any royal child as a dullard. Do you see where the mistake is? We carry them to schools here and they say this one is dull. How can he now think as a royal? As a royal, instead of them telling you are dull, they say you have a different way of thinking. You are more creative than theoretical. God gave us different minds. Nobody is a dullard. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Somebody shout royalty. The loudest again, royalty. Have you seen the old version of you? You must have a picture of how you look. I have seen my old version. Excuse me, sir. I'm not going anywhere now. Because when I check how I look when I'm old, when I'm 100, I look better than now. Catch a picture. Don't live your life to anything that the devil is throwing at you. No. I remember my mother, Pastor Faith Oyedepo, during that ordeal, maybe she has forgotten, she uttered a statement. She said, God, I've not finished my assignment. I have not finished. Therefore, I'm not going anywhere. Shout, I'm not going anywhere. But he said, the number of your days you will fulfill. So number your days. Ooh, number your days. If you look at yourself at 40, you don't like how you look now, then make adjustments to look better. Because the one that will live longer must live better now. How do you look when you are 70? How do you look when you are 80? How do you look? You know, there are people you see that are old that you want to be old. Oh my God, they look sharp. We have one of our pastors here, he doesn't know, I've never told him before, he's 72 or so. If you see how he moves, you will like old age. You can't be 38 and then you are dragging, everything dropping. No! The one who has seen 70 will make adjustments at 40. Look at Kenneth Copeland at 87. I once saw a video where during the service, he challenged the church to do 20 push-ups during service. You can't say, no, I don't believe in that. If you can't do it openly, you can't do it secretly.